What is up, Sideways fam? Welcome back to the channel. We're here again with Carlos's Mk3 Supra with the 1.5 JZ build. Engine's right here, all nice and open. We're gonna be going ahead and redoing everything on this thing, re-gluing the oil pan. We're gonna be going ahead and doing the drift motion modified oil pump. We're gonna be doing new seals, powerhouse racing trigger wheel, powerhouse racing tensioner, new timing belt. The head's already been fully built. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys. This is pretty much a bone stock, so you guys can know. Bone stock Mk4 Supra bottom end. We're gonna touch absolutely nothing. Engine had about 110,000 original miles on it for Supra, and it was just beautiful inside. The block is beautiful. It's just in great condition. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the bottom end put all together. We're gonna give it a quick little spray, make it look decent, put the engine brackets on, get them all ready to go in. We gotta obviously put a rear sump oil pan on this thing and get it ready for the turbo. Then we can go ahead and get the head on, we can get the turbo on, we can get the intake manifold on, all the other good stuff that we're gonna be doing to this thing, and get it in the car. In this video, we'll be getting the car started more than likely as well. So let's get it. Alrighty guys, so first things first, we've already gone ahead and opened up our OEM Toyota oil pump that has been modified by Drift Motion. So they put a sticker right here. They go ahead and get in here and drill it out for it to be able to do all the good things it's supposed to do. Similar to the Titan oil pump, or if you're gonna get a rep from Rad Industries, they buy it from them. All kinds of other stuff. We have our brand new OEM Toyota seals right here. We're gonna be putting in his rear main seal housing right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and tap this in. You're gonna wanna make sure that when you put these in, it lays 100% flat along with the oil pump. Putting this in here, you're gonna want that absolutely flat. So I'm gonna put those in. We're gonna glue these back up. We're gonna go ahead and put them on the engine, replace the two O-ring seals right here, bolt those down, and then we'll go ahead and put the new water pump on. Once the new water pump is on, then we're gonna be able to do the oil pan. Oil pan will go in, and then we'll put the engine brackets on. We'll go ahead and paint the block probably before we put the engine brackets on. And then the bottom end will be ready to show you the cool goodness of the head that we have in the office waiting for this thing. Alrighty, well that's all nice and installed. We have a brand new OEM Toyota water pump right here with all of our seals that we're gonna be using, and a full GTE water pump assembly that we're gonna have to put on right now. So we're gonna go ahead and get that bolted on then, and then that's gonna be pretty much it for the front end for now until we get our trigger wheel, timing belt, and everything else on. Okay, so quick little update. We got the oil filter adapter on with our oil temp sensor, our oil pressure sensor. We have our engine mount bracket to convert from 7M to now GTE. Rear main seal has been replaced. Obviously front main seals have been replaced, water pump. Everything on here is ready to go. So Caden's already gone ahead and cleaned the pan. We're gonna start siliconing that, bolting the pan on, and then we'll be able to flip the engine over and start working on the head. Nothing too crazy, but all nice and pretty, good to go. Gonna put on the secondary pan right now, and then we can flip her over. Alrighty guys, so we have our brand new Tomei head gasket right here. We're gonna be going ahead and as usual, this stuff is awesome. I use it every single time. We never have any head gasket problems ever. So Caden's gonna go ahead and go apply this stuff. We're gonna put it on, and I'll be showing you that beautiful head we're putting on the engine. So I have to say, I'm pretty excited about this. This is the fully built head that we just got back from our machine shop. Full CNC port, everything's port matched, full race port, pocket ported, port and polish, everything you can possibly think of. Valve springs and retainers, and BC 264 cams. This is going to be like the step below what Trevor's engine's going to be. So it's going to be really cool, like I had said in the other video, to see between the two 1.5Js with fully built heads, basically stock blocks, where the cut point is, or like where we normally cut it. Like if you kind of watch any of the other videos that we have from our dyno wall and stuff, like when you see like Alex's 1.5J at 656 at 20 PSI with 264 cam stock head, and then you go to Cole's 1.5J at 25 PSI making 700 horsepower. So I mean, pretty cool to see. We're gonna open up the AR on these because I believe Alex and Cole were both running like a 68 AR, which is gonna kill your top end, but it's gonna give you the quickest spool. On theirs, I believe on Trevor's, we're gonna be running like a 1.1 AR, and then on Carlos's car, I believe I got like a 70 or like a 80 AR that I'm thinking about running. I mean, obviously, once again, it's a big air pump. So the more air that you're going to be drawing in, you need to be able to get it out as well. And the head's definitely going to do that. Let me go ahead and show you guys right now the head. I'm going to be going ahead and carrying it out there and then getting it unboxed. So it's been decked. All the valves have been regrounded and cleaned and put together. Look at this race port in here, guys. Brand new GSC valve guides. It's just huge in there. Look at that.
That's what she said.
Huge port work. Looks great. You went ahead and topped off all the other parts that we don't use in the head, so it can be serviced and bunged. We went ahead and pulled out all the detent balls in the whole entire head, cleaned everything out. Any metal, any debris, anything, it's all been completely cleaned up. You can see here as well for the cams, everything has been clearanced for us and everything as well for his 264 cams. I mean, obviously I can do this as well. It's just one of those things where you went ahead and got everything done at once. It's got BC valve springs and retainers, titanium valve springs and retainers from them. It's just super, like, this is how you do it, guys. You guys want to make some power, you want to make some jam, this is how you do it. Two JZs, one JZs do not have ports like that at all. I mean, look at the exhaust runners now. Kind of get back a little bit so you can see. Isn't that just beautiful? Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that port work in there, bro. Woo! Sorry I didn't show you guys this installing the head gasket, but you just set it on the block. We went ahead and set the head on top so it's easier to work on and we're not working on the floor or hitting the valves against anything. So we're gonna go ahead and pull the cams out real quick, get the head studs in, torque all that stuff down, and then we'll put the cams back in, and then pretty much it'll be on standstill until we get our other parts in from Powerhouse Racing. So Caden's going ahead and putting Molly on the bolts so we can actually torque everything down and have it fastened right and have the bolts not seized to the head studs. The part number for the head studs is right there, and it's kind of hard for you guys to read. It's upside down, but you guys can figure it out. As you can see in here as well, I've already put the washers in the head. You just drop them down individually. I figured there's enough videos about this stuff online. And then you'll need a 3/16 Allen socket to be able to just kind of work everything down. Just work it down until it's nice and like snug tight, and then you'll just go ahead and use your 13-12 point and get them onto these right here, and you'll screw all these on by hand, and then you can start doing your torque sequence. As it says right here, everybody can read, torque is 3 steps of 80 foot-pounds. Alrighty guys, well, head studs installed. Time to go ahead and put the cams back in. Alrighty guys, so what's up? So it is a new week. We have this rest of this week to get Carlos's car done and ready for dyno for the week after, because next week we have 2 dynos for the 2 S chassis that should be up before this video goes up, or maybe at the same time. A lot of dynos this week, or a lot of dynos this month. A lot of cars we got to get through this month, since like the last couple of months we haven't been able to get so much stuff done. But as you can see behind me, and as you guys have already known, engine's already done, engine's on the stand, we're ready to go. So we're gonna go ahead and throw the engine in Carlos's car today and get his bay nice and full of engine. And we got to do a little bit of like spray paint to get the rust stuff done, and do a few more little modification things before we go ahead and put it all together. But engine mounts are on the floor over there. We got his new brackets on his block and everything. Caden went ahead and painted his valve covers yesterday at home. So pretty much we're on schedule. Everything's looking really, really good. And what we're going to be doing besides that right now is I'm going to go into the engine room, pull his clutch off of the rack, his clutch fork, his hardware, everything related to that. We're going to bring his transmission out. We're going to mount his tranny on his engine, and then we're going to go ahead and put it in the car. Drive shaft's already been made, so 1-piece drive shaft can go in the car. And then basically, depending on how long this video is, we still need to do fuel lines, fuel pump, mount everything up as far as the fuel line conversion. And I'll get into that, and I'll show you guys what we're going to be doing, because I kind of want to show everybody, if you're going to be doing the car yourself, what I expect you to bring me. And how we do it. So we're going to be putting in either a 10 AN or an 8 AN feed line from the tank. I have an adapter that'll go from a Toyota thread for the hanger to a -6 AN, and then we'll either jump size up, or maybe leave them at 6, depending on what I have in stock. I don't really know. So fuel lines are going to get done as well, hopefully today, along with the pump, hopefully today. And then pretty much we can end this video, because what will happen is we'll be starting up the engine, and then the next video will be dyno for the whole entire day. So let's get through some of this stuff. I'll stop talking because apparently I talk too much on this channel. So let's go. So real quick, I kind of forgot some things. So we still needed to still test fit the manifold and put his Turbo Smart wastegate on here. AC delete bracket's already been installed because we're deleting everything on this bitch anyways. So I'm gonna go ahead, and I got him a little bit something special because it's one of the homies. Instead of getting him like the standard big hyper gate, I got him the Pro Light Pro Gate. So this is also the sleeper edition one. So it's gonna be all black, like black everything. Pretty cool. They're slightly smaller than the ones that we normally run. And if you can see right here on the top, it's just like all blacked out. So pretty cool. Not really anything different than what we normally have. It's just fitment wise, you'll be able to see this gate is a bit smaller than what the other one is. So we're gonna hack the flange off. I'll go ahead and weld on the V-band, and we'll be good to go on this side. All right, so while that's all getting put together right now, I'll run you through that in a second. We got the Clutch Masters FX400 clutch here. This is the part number right here. This is for the dual friction disc. Brand new hub, brand new bearing, brand new clutch fork, brand new spring set, brand new lightweight, ultra lightweight flywheel from Drift Motion. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna go ahead and open the box, get everything out, put the release bearing assembly on here, and then I'll start getting the pressure plate bolts and flywheel bolts ready to put on the engine. All right, so this is the dual friction disc right here. It basically allows you, because it's still like a complete circle and not tucked and open, to still have like a street drivable feel on the clutch versus having like that hella chatter that you get from the standard like action clutch or any of the other clutch masters that I felt. That's non-ACT. ACT pretty much doesn't rattle at all, but on these, this is supposed to be not as chattery and just all around better to drive. I don't know what the horsepower rating was. It was very similar to what the 6-puck's supposed to be, but we're gonna go ahead and test it out. I've seen this disc in one other car. I know Drift Motion has a disc like this that they sell. It may be this disc in general. I have no idea. I've never really put them up next to each other because we don't buy any of their clutch products. But pressure plate, we got all our new bearings and everything. So let me go ahead and pull this up together. I was just kind of showing you guys the dual friction disc. So check it out. One more side note on this as well. You know it's quality when they're using an OEM Toyota pressure plate. If you know anything about RN54 pressure plates, if it doesn't say Toyota on the pressure plate, or it's not made by like ACT, we don't use it because they just freaking explode. So good shit, guys. US made. They are local here in California, so we're going to be testing all this stuff out on the next few cars, seeing if we like it. I know a lot of people run their products, and they have some really good twin plates. Hopefully we'll be collaborating with them and getting a deeper sponsorship with them in the future, so maybe you'll be seeing more of this. Alrighty, so we got white everything in this thing. White Mark III, white valve covers, white clutch, RN54. So we're gonna go ahead and put the trans on right now and put it in the car. Going into the white car, cause what? Cause why? Gee. Look at that port work! Woo! Alrighty, guys. Well, she's in. Couple things that we went ahead and did. We're mocking up the intake manifold. We were gonna start on fuel lines, get everything else all worked up. We're gonna figure out how we're gonna end up cutting our hole here, getting all that done, and then kind of spray all this stuff up to get rid of a little bit of this rust look he has in there. Went ahead and did some intercooler brackets. That's already all set up. Downpipe actually already fits. Already went and picked up our FMS 1200cc injectors. The fuel tank has been dropped already by Caden. So this has already been put in the back. I believe he's already taken a video, or as you've seen, he's already taken a video of this. We're gonna go ahead and put the adapter onto the tank right there and start running everything forward. Inside of the tank looked really good. So we're moving along pretty good with this thing. You can see the shifter fits right where it's supposed to in the OEM location. So that is awesome as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This video is just pretty much just gonna be about us getting the engine in his car and figuring out what we're gonna be doing. In the next video, we'll probably be doing something more like fuel system stuff, intercooler piping will be done. We'll go ahead and get the bumper back on. I'm gonna be getting the wiring harness all finished up to get installed. Just finalization and startup, and then we'll go ahead and do one more video for dyno. So, till next time, guys, appreciate you guys. Peace.